Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. I'm an author, depression counselor, and depression survivor. Welcome to your Depression Recovery channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. As many of you who follow this channel know, I normally upload my videos on Monday, but because today is Thanksgiving, I was inspired to create a special Thanksgiving message, and of course the topic is gratitude. I don't know about you guys, but my inbox has been flooded with emails about gratitude. One was called, I remember, The Neuroscience of Gratitude. The other was called The Benefits of Gratitude. And, it's obvious why all these messages are coming in, but I thought I would give my own spin on gratitude, and of course that would be gratitude in depression. Now at first you may think, well, of course the title of the video first is, can you feel grateful when you are depressed? And at first you may think this is a silly question. I mean, how can you feel grateful when you're depressed, when you're in hell? But I have found that if you look hard enough, you can find something. And one of the reasons for this is because of the principle that has been stated by the symbol of yin-yang in the Chinese spiritual tradition, where they say there's always some darkness in the midst of light, but conversely, there's always some light in the midst of darkness. And if you haven't seen the yin-yang symbol, here it is right here. It's quite universal. And you can see the dark spot in the light and the light spot in the dark. And so here you are in the dark of depression, but there is some light. For example, during my last 2 depressive episodes, I was very grateful that people reached out to me, even though they couldn't take me out of my nightmare. When I have asked my clients about what they feel grateful for, they've said, well, at least I have a roof over my head, I have food in the cupboard, my health is reasonably good, the sun came out today, I feel the love of a child, etc. And as you find more and more things to be grateful for, there's a principle of the universe that says that whatever you focus on expands. And so as you look for more things to be grateful for, you'll find others. And now, this is not only good for your emotional health, it's actually good for your brain. Because researchers at Duke University have shown that when people experience gratitude, certain changes take place in their neurotransmitters. For example, serotonin and norepinephrine increase, the pleasure chemical dopamine increases, and the stress chemical cortisol decreases. Perhaps my favorite story about the power of gratitude, a favorite example, comes from a book called The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. It's a story about a Dutch family who risked their lives to help the Jews during World War I avoid deportation to the concentration camps. Now, they did this for a while, but then they were caught, and so they arrived at one. They were put in a dormitory, and as you might imagine, it was small, there was no lighting, it was cramped, it smelled, but worst of all, it was infested with fleas. But Corey's sister Becky, who was very devout, said, you know, it says we should give thanks for under all circumstances, and the fleas are here, so let's give thanks for the fleas. And her sister said, are you kidding? And Betsy said, no, let's stand here and give thanks for the fleas. So that's what they did. A couple months later, as conditions grew worse, they decided to organize some prayer meetings in the dormitory, and they found to their surprise that the guards did not come in and try to break it up. They had done so in other dormitories. So these prayer meetings went on, and the community grew. And one day, Betsy realized why the guards hadn't come in. It was the fleas. It was the fleas that was keeping them out. So you see, the fleas were a blessing in disguise. They were actually something to be thankful for. Perhaps this is why the Apostle Paul said, be thankful in all things. Now, I want to end this with a caveat, and that is that if you are in a serious depression, it is virtually impossible to hold a positive thought for any given period of time. And so if you're right now on Thanksgiving Day feeling down and you can't feel anything to be grateful for, don't worry, don't put yourself down, it's okay. Just accept where you are right now in the here and now. There will come a day when you will start to feel better and you will find things to be grateful for. But right now, just accept where you are and love yourself just as you are. So I wish you all a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you find something to be grateful for. And as for myself, one of the things I'm grateful for is this YouTube channel and the privilege of sharing with you my experience and my knowledge of the journey of mental health recovery. So take care of yourselves. Have a great Thanksgiving Day. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you so much.